I like that idea of not comparing how you're operating with how you operated before COVID or before any major moment in your life or period in your life that you have to assess. I like that you keep looping back to the idea of the contextual situation, that you assess what you're comfortable with or where you want to focus your energy based on where you are now, not where you think you should have been 2 years ago or 3 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing, COVID really brought out this idea that we are social beings by nature. And early on, it had to be, what was it? It was like physical distance. And then they changed it to socially distance, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, but what does that mean? And coming back to it now, I think it's important to remember that we are social beings and we also can't confuse communication with connection. Like we can communicate all day over email or whatnot, but this is real connection, you and I on this conversation. And I think in our remote settings or as authors, making sure that we're being intentional about the community around us, plugging into that community as best we can, even if it's small, even if it's just one element of that community. That's really important for our well-being, but also making space for pure connection. And that sometimes has no hidden agenda. There's really no structure. It could be just getting out and walking with somebody, going to a coffee shop, talking to a stranger, maybe striking up a conversation with somebody on the bus. I think these are important things because loneliness was one of the largest concerns that came out when looking at data with remote workers and what they're struggling with. And this was in 2020, 2021. But loneliness and anxiety were the two highest ones. And so I think it's important that we make space for that. And thank you for that, Maddie, because for folks out there, say community is huge. Communication is one thing, but making sure to have space in your life for good connection, even if that's with a few select people, is really important for your writing, for your well-being, and to inspire new ideas and to bounce ideas off of the community. I think it's really important.